Let's get it. Let's get it. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Bro, how you been?
Bro, been busy, man. Busy, 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 busy. Crazy busy, bro.
Yeah, I haven't been hearing from you too much.
It's about that time of the year when school goes on holiday,
Yes, sir.
I've been, I haven't been here in what? I haven't been here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you just missed last week. We were really hoping you were going to call in because we know what kind of state you were in. That was Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I was late for work on Tuesday. Let's say
Damn.
that.
So did you post to YouTube or Twitch
What was that?
for tonight? Did you
No,
post it
YouTube.
YouTube? All
YouTube.
right.
YouTube. Let me see what's happening in the chat.
It was another good week though. Good weekend of football.
Yes, it was, and this is my first time coming on the stream, coming on the podcast since my beloved Chelsea became the champions of Europe. I must say, congrats to the guys over there. Uh,
Congrats. I
also,
might be looking like I'm wearing Chelsea blue, but Detroit Lions blue.
so basically, we had a lot going on for the past couple of weeks. LMPL kicked off their season. Um, Yesterday was the
Second
second
two.
weekend. Trying to sign Haaland. Uh-huh. Yeah, because I think Timo Werner going on loan to Sheffield. I might suspect.
Oh, that makes sense. You don't want to completely get rid of him because he is a master of creating space and moving into the right spaces. He just needs to get his confidence back.
Well, I'm checking well. Timo Werner is just my days, man. Werner just not pulling it for me, bro. Like seriously, I am disappointed. Disappointed. I was expecting really expecting more from Timo this season. Big disappointment in my view.
Well, you guys won. Did you expect to win Champions League when the year started?
Hell no.
No, I would have never guessed. So I would say that's a great year. And look at you might have found your next big coach.
It's a possibility. Werner scored for Germany today. Okay, kudos to him. He has the best GA this season for Chelsea. Yeah, and he should have scored a lot of them as well, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's the thing. He finds space.
so this is the lounge, the weekly review show of the CVPL and the LMPL week. As we said before, CVPL is still in the oh we didn't say it. CVPL is in the off season, and their season will kick off this Saturday, an hour before the late night league, which is 10 p.m. for the people on the East Coast and 9 p.m. for those persons in the Caribbean. Um, as we said, as we said before, LMPL season had kicked off. Um, Looking really interesting. It's the first time I'm probably going to be looking at the tables.
Oh yeah, you like it. It looks like a competitive season.
It does.
And look at there's a surprise team up there.
What are you saying? Season 5.
Starts with a G and ends with a Z.
Oh, this is standings. Simple update. Bam, there you go. 8 games played. So two.
Orlando on top. They're gonna be mad at me, but I keep saying they got 2 of those points from a clerical error.
Really?
So I think they, the way it looks right now, those 2 points could be huge.
Oh my
But that's
days.
the surprise team I was talking about. Starts with a G, ends in a Z at number 5.
The Gunners. Old team, man. Our new team trying to come into their own, Nothing too fancy about them as yet. Early days,
Another surprise team, Campton's been doing really well.
early days yet. Campton.
I think they got, what was it, Sun City's former manager now.
Oh yes.
He's been
I
doing
saw
great
that.
things for them. I think he's been helping Dowie out on the manager side because those games start at 4 o'clock in the morning Dowie's time. He's not always available to be there. So now he's got a former head coach on his team to help him with that.
A lot of goals has been scoring. Why am I not seeing the highlights, man? What's going on? Senior one team's already scored 20 out of 8. Eruption.
Yeah, there's been some 4-4 games, some 4-0 games. When people start scoring this time, they're scoring in bunches.
What are you saying?
I had
Orlando
2
coming.
4-0 wins this weekend.
Orlando. Oh, J. Raptors scoring 21 goals already this season. Where is Blaz? Second most goal. No, I didn't say Eruption have the second most goal. Eruption have the most goals so far. Eruption have the second most.
Yeah,
J.
yeah.
Raptors has the most. 21 out of 8.
But look at, as you go down and like number 11 Vikings, they're only 14. I mean, so all these teams are scoring. It's been who's got the better defense.
Interesting. This league table is showing me some interesting stats.
That Titans team's no joke. I think they got a lot of the demigods players. You know what I'm talking about? I think they got DJ Super Kids and Shaq on there.
Yeah. Position changes.
Now that a certain former Torches manager is gone, I think they've reunited with what was the former Torches squad, now turned Titans.
So this was J. Raptors. They started the league
Yeah,
in,
they went.
in
The
first.
very first night they went. I think it was 4-0 and then 6-1 wins. They had a +9 goal differential already on the night one.
To finish the next week on at third and maintain the position at third. And they finished last year. They fell off a bit.
What's up, Vassal? I saw you join the new squad. Did you see where I saw Vassal's name in for CBPL?
Mm-hmm.
I saw his
Orlando.
name on Marlins.
Oh yeah. Interesting. I haven't gotten a chance to look at the Discord, to see the movements or anything like that. I mean, like, crazy busy. We'll be trying to catch up, probably tomorrow or so. LMPL. So what was the big games coming out of the LMPL this weekend?
The big game was J Raptors in Orlando.
J Raptors and Orlando. J Raptors and Orlando played this weekend.
Yes, sir. No, 1-0 battle.
Interesting.
You know, they've got themselves quite a rivalry going now. You see that? Who's starting for them at goalie now? For Orlando. Oh boy! Oh boy! Mr. Sarge, who didn't want to play goalie for Portland.
Prince won't play in centre back.
That I was doing at Portland as well. He was the emergency center back. But it is kind of interesting seeing they have Maldini and Rico on the team.
Interesting. Early days yet. Early days. It's just 8 games. 8 games have been
But
played.
Ruption almost had a perfect weekend. They went 1-1, I think, to Invaders, who's who hasn't been having the best of seasons so far, but that's a big point right there. Because they would have went first place, Ruption would have. I'm glad to see you guys putting stats in.
No stats there
Um,
for option there.
just to just to shout out that you got a couple more hours to get stats in, or managers get banned in NPL for 2 games, I believe, and that happened twice last weekend.
Hmm.
Hopefully, it's 0 this time. But yeah, we've already released our team of the week for week 1.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, so now that we've got everyone putting in stats, we can actually go ahead with a full every week team of the week kind of deal. And it was very, very nice to see some new names, and because through 2 weeks, it's the cream kind of rises to the top, so to speak. Jigga.
Mm-hmm.
But in a 4-game 1 week setting, I mean, you get some new names in there.
So this is LMPL Team of the Week for Season 5, Week number 1. And you're saying that you guys are putting out the Team of the Weeks now every week?
Yep, for LMPL only.
Okay, that's nice.
Don't badger me about CVPL, people. I'm telling you.
Okay, so this would be for Week 1. You're not saying how many games played, but
Most of these are 4 games played.
okay. So FIFA was saying from Vikings coming in with 6 goals, 1 assist.
A huge signing for Vikings.
Well, Hussein, I think Hussein has always been in the Vikings camp. It's just that he wasn't clicking, so to speak, or he was in a little bad form. So no, I
because
think
I heard good things about him from Sarge. Remember when we did the World Cup for CVPL?
no. He's a really good player. I'm just saying that he was just on a little bit of rut. He seems
Oh
to
yeah, well
be
any player
working
needs
it out now.
chemistry for whatever team they're going to. That's something I'll have to touch on later when we get to Portland. But emergency CB Mo says question mark.
Interesting. Campton as a striker, Pinojo. Big up yourself,
That's what I was
Pinojo.
saying with the new signing for Campton.
Pinojo, 5 goals scored, 1 assist. That's really good,
And
man.
this is a
Good.
player for J Raptors. I think he's new, and I already looked. I don't think everybody got their stats in yet, but it looks like he's going to be another repeat for week 2.
Oh, oh really?
Herdarov or something like that. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong.
Here Darov 94, 3 games, 3 goals and 3 assists. Not bad. These guys put in a good shift. J Raptors. So
Yes, J Raptors had 4 players on the team of the week this time.
front line is shared amongst 3 different clubs. Looking really good. Looking really good. In midfield now we have some repeats from J Raptors. Two of J Raptors midfielders made the middle. And that's Bulletmatic. 5 goals and 1 assist from midfield. That's really good, really good, really good.
Yeah, that was part of that amazing night where they scored 10 goals on the first night.
10 goals.
Bulletmatic had 5 goals in the first half of the first game of the first week.
You said he scored 10 goals.
No, J Raptor scored 10 goals on the first night, but Bulletmatic had 5 in the first half for the first game.
That's ridiculous, man. What the hell is going on?
And I'm guessing Soldier Warrior was giving him a lot of those assists. 4 assists on the week for him.
4 assists
11
and
key passes, so
one
could have
goal
been
and
even more.
11 key passes. That's crazy. I see Jalifa that is from FC Titans, I think it is.
Manager of FC Titans.
Manager of FC Titans. 1 goal, 2 assists, 12 interceptions. That's really good, really good, really good. Really good work. The midfield looks really good there. My part coming
And there's a
down.
couple new names for the fullbacks as well.
From right back, we have a player representing for Campton again. Campton having 2 players now in the first team of the week. That's what's the GA there for now? Oh, what's it?
What'd you say?
What's this for?
Oh,
GA.
GA. Let's see. That's probably assist. I think goal assist. I
Goal
don't know why I
assist.
put G there. Shout
Okay.
out DJ Deva. He gets these out really fast though.
That's 5 tackles, 10 interceptions. Really good coming in from the right back there.
Never
Is it?
heard his name before. Never heard Ambition, the other fullback either.
No.
That's Elite Nation, I believe. Is that whose logo that is?
Yes, Elite Nation. His name is Ambition.
And Elite Nation had a great weekend for the opening weekend. If you see Digital Da Silva, his teammate, they had 3 clean sheets out of 4, and I think that's the team Portland beat on the 4th game. That was the first goal they let in all season. Was game
Interesting.
4.
Interesting.
And then RNG, he was like, remember I told you before, Jigga? He was getting about 3rd place every single time, just barely missing.
Last season.
Yeah, 3rd place center back, meaning we can only put 2 on there. He was basically every single time was 3rd place, so finally getting a chance to get in there.
Good
One
job,
good
bro.
thing
Good
about
job.
the
Good
only
job.
1
Good
week.
job. Good job, bro. Good job, bro. Good job, bro.
And then a GOAT in the making. I guess he's already a GOAT in many people's eyes. Allison, one of the best goalkeepers out there.
2 clean sheets.
Great guy, too. Doesn't talk in the party, but will always say some encouraging words in the text in the in the lobby where you can text.
Oh, it is. This is really
So
good.
congrats to all managers and players. Like we're happy to get everyone putting in stats. I'm sorry it took to the point of banning managers if they don't, but at least we're getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never want to have to ban people or, heaven forbid, give them a forfeit when they actually won.
So, Kyle, new season of CVPL coming up. How is it looking? How many teams are we looking at?
All right, so we had an unfortunate incident where redemption season had to get dropped for CVPL, and it's unfortunate because they had 7 days to give us a lineup, and then on the final day we said, all right, well, you got till 1 o'clock Jamaican time, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern USA, and it wasn't posted until 10 and a half hours after the deadline. And I've been accused of being a little too soft / not as strict as I should be on things like as deadlines. So I mean, it was out of my hands. They didn't make the cut, and it's unfortunate because we just had Mark Shields and Johnny Guzman on, and we were really liking some of the stuff they were saying. And if you go back to the podcast right before that one, we were really, weren't we, Jigga, enjoying Jay fans and Team Haas.
Oh, bro, I was really disappointed when I saw
And
that.
they missed the deadline, the original deadline, too. So there's 2 teams right there that are not going to be back in CVPL.
Team us will not be back in the CVPL. I was like, whoa, bro. Whoa.
Another one, they ended up saying, oh, yeah, we were interested in rejoining, but it had been like 2 days past the deadline. I do have a bone to pick with you, Jigga. You posted the wrong teams today in the 20.
I saw that.
You had Redemption on there, and you took out Upsettas. So the manager of Upsettas kind of told his players today, oh, you can go look for separate teams, until I told them, oh, bro, no, Jigga made a mistake. You're still in, bro. You've been doing everything you're supposed to. So apologies to the Upsettas, any Upsettas players. This was just a typo / mistake.
Yeah, my apologies. Let me remove this message.
I told him I'd call you on the podcast for it. It's the least I could do.
Let me remove this message.
Shout out to JR, though. I was putting together some of the... you know how you were kind of yelling at people, we need a bigger social media footprint or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And what I've been doing is kind of doing it for everybody through the leagues and posting all those, I'm the social media manager of both, or admin of both leagues. I hadn't been doing any on my own team's page. So I was kind of finally took what you were saying to heart. I do every single Portland match on my Twitter, the Portland Twitter page now. So I hope you've been. I know you and Dowie really enjoy watching those. So I hope you haven't been missing the new Portland. I put 6 up this week alone.
No, bro. I've been taking notes. I've been taking notes. Believe me, I've been taking notes, and um, I've been watching the clip that you sent in as well.
Oh yes, this was the final match of the weekend. Club 11, first goal of the game. One of the best I've seen. The first look is okay, but wait till you see this replay. I mean that was insane because of the angle. But wait till you see where this ball goes top bins and the curve on it. Just a heat-seeking missile to the top corner. Shout out Lavish.
Ooh.
He had another good game where he created 2 goals too. So he's definitely become not only a good at moves, not only good at shooting, he can also create goals, good assists. I mean, it's the complete package. Look at the angle that he was shooting from, though. Dotto saying he could do better. I've never seen you score a goal like that, Dotto.
That was beautiful, man. That was really good. Actually, this was the only clip that I saw that was sent in.
But we can go back and do last week's. I don't have the ability to show clips on when I do the podcast.
Okay. So, you had some from last week?
Yeah, I think if you go all the way back to what's today, the 7th, so you can go all the way back to like May 29th.
Okay, this one was from a day. I think I showed this one the last time I was there.
Anything past that? Was there any goals?
May 24. This is all May 24.
Yeah, so those ones were probably shown.
This was from when Johnny was here from the last time when Redemption.
I swear that was not me. Some other random white guy. Come on.
Oh yeah. These was from the time we were here.
Jigga skill versus soccer aid. Oh, I thought it was gonna be actually Jigga doing the skill. You got me excited, Zayat.
Oh no, this isn't me.
Oh, got him twice, maybe 3 times.
Ooh.
Good stuff. You just got to work on getting that assist now, bro. Shout out to Zayach, though. What I was going to say earlier, when I was putting together my highlight videos for Twitter for Portland, I saw right on there the 1 game out of 4 we lost this weekend. I see comments on you know how you see like the comments for it, and I see Zayach's name, and all it says is, "No, Portland!" It was like we got scored on 3 times in the first 30 minutes, and I'm guessing it was on the 3rd goal, which was a bad slide tackle for a penalty kick. So Zayach actually rooting on Portland. I don't know, maybe he was on the bench for that game, and instead of watching his own team, was watching my team. So shout out for that.
That's crazy. So going back to the
Did you play this weekend?
Actually, I did.
And you're on Gunners?
Yeah, I played for Gunners this weekend.
So there was one big result for Gunners. Can you click on them?
Oh, they had a big result?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they beat a really good team. Okay, well, a result against Orlando, any points against Orlando is good.
A draw.
I mean, I know I said draws in the past are nothing to celebrate, but
This Gunners team, early days yet.
it's a 10-point weekend.
Yeah, early days yet.
Same as second place. Ruption, they had a 10-point weekend.
Yeah, looking at the results, nothing impressive in my view. One goal. They're winning all the games by 1.
So you guys have a good defense going.
They're winning all the games by literally just 1 goal. So I don't know.
Well, less goal differential comes into play, which is rare. One goal is all you need.
True. They started off the league a bit shaky there. They lost the first two, and then
That was
they
when Elite Nation was going crazy at the beginning, though. They let in 0 goals in 3 games.
oh wow, interesting. And then it seems as if the Gunners have been on a run since then. They're winning
One
one,
nothing, one
two,
nothing, one nothing.
three, 3-1.
Club 11. I think this is an Alba passion product. As much as we make fun of Alba sometimes, I think this is him trying to coach up some of the people that aren't on the Elite 21s level yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, good job last night. I played him in that match that Lavish scored. It was a 2-1 final. It looks like they had like almost as good as Elite, but they just need to learn how to press like Elite. Because if anybody who's played Elite 21, their pressing is top-notch, A-plus pressing. And that was the one thing that Club 11, the Alba coach version, is missing. Now, I don't know if it's the exact same players as Club 11 in CVPO, but I think it's a lot of the same players with Alba. Remember, you said they were in New York City before? Woo! No, RNG left Campton, right?
RNG actually left Campton before I did, bro. So who left who in the mud?
And where did he go to?
I don't know.
I forget. That was on the team of the week. But shout
Oh,
out
oh,
RNG. I've never played with him, but I've heard lots of good stories.
Galaxy 11. He's at Galaxy 11.
Oh yeah. Which was Dylan, another Campton player, or was he a Gunner player, or both?
He was a Campton. He was a player at Campton, and he left for them. He's on Galaxy 11. Oh, they're in 10th place at the moment.
They were the only team to beat me this weekend, though.
Oh yeah.
Galaxy 11. They're still a good squad. They were the ones that put three on me in the first 30 minutes. Yeah, we played 100 and what? I think it was 150 good minutes on Saturday, Jigga.
Mm-hmm.
But 30 bad minutes caused us to go 30 versus 150 still caused us to go 3 points out of 6 on the weekend. That's all it takes. You got to be sharp. 180 minutes of the 180, or you're going to be taking a loss.
Orlando game versus Tartar Squad. Tartar Squad not even in this season.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What is he talking about, man? You okay, bro? I don't know what he's talking about. This team here.
Nikki and I were calling them Hoyers. We don't. They're not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but
Last week I played this team. I played them. I think I played them Monday. Excuse me, Tuesday and Wednesday of last week.
are you impressed by them or what?
They haven't beaten me yet.
Nice.
So
No comment. Another team that drew Orlando, I see.
we're actually I don't even know how to pronounce their name, but I think Gunners is actually 1-0 upon them in the Champions League. There's a Champions League tournament that is being played. I think it's on.
Oh, you guys are in that too.
Yeah. So we're 1-0 up on these lads here, and we play them in the return leg. I think it's this Wednesday.
Nice. I got Bel Calcio Wednesday.
Oh, I tried out for that team, you know.
Yeah, I talked to them probably a lot more than a lot of the other teams.
Well,
Too
really
bad it
good,
didn't work out.
well, a really good squad. Really good squad. If they call me again and I'm available, I probably would go. Yeah, I definitely go.
We had Mo talking about Torture Squad again too. Why you guys shouting out Torture Squad? They no longer exist.
Where's Tartar Squad manager? He was talking so much when he beat Orlando. Look what happened yesterday.
Torture Squad manager, are you talking about your striker on Orlando, or are you talking about the one that took over for him? Because your striker on Orlando is the Torture Squad former manager. Or are you talking about Jalifa, who took over for him and is now the FC Titans manager?
I don't know. I don't know what is it.
He's confused, or we're confused, or something's going on. But yeah, Deva's on your team now, Mo.
We're a whole cut because if that man available, you won't play CVPL.
Is that in regards to Deva and Ziyech being there now?
Oh my days, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how Nicky does it, if he's going to have to rotate so much or what. I don't know how you keep 24 people happy if all 24 people show up. Can you imagine, Jigga, having the bench? If all 24 people show up, you can only play 11 of them. You got to bench 13, more than half. Now, me, I don't want a club like that. I have a few players on my team that don't even play FIFA at all. Basically, they play once a month. They're just there to fill out my roster and be in an emergency if I have to call someone. Hey, what up? I need you to help. Otherwise, I want a rotation of about 15, 16 players. I tried signing some players, Jigga.
Mm-hmm.
They're all gone now. I lost 3 players in 24 hours. 24 hours ago, and there wasn't like a huge fight. It wasn't because we were losing every single game. It was mostly because well, I'll tell you right now, the big reason is nobody likes to play the 4-3-3 that Portland plays. And Portland refuses to play the same 3 freaking formations that everybody else does. You know why? Because when you only play those same 3 formations, when you're playing against, say I'm playing against Jigga and his team, they are well trained against those 3 formations because they see that 90% of the time. Now all of a sudden you got a team coming out here, oh, what formation are they using? What is this? What's going on? So A, that's the reason I like 4-3-3. B, it's such a versatile formation that you can basically, without going into the menu, change your formation on a fly. You can change to a 2 striker. You can change to a 3 in the back. You can change to a 5 in the back. You can change to a cam with 2 CDMs, like without having to go to the menus.
No, I've been since I've been with the new setup here. We have been playing probably about a similar system or something similar to what Portland do plays, and yeah,
which isn't shocking. I took a lot of what you did, a lot of what Mish did, and made it my own.
Well, actually, I am not the manager over there. I'm gonna. I have nothing to do with the tactics either. I just turn up on the day basically, and I just
at a point in time you were though.
At no point in
time.
Not
this season, but 2 seasons ago.
Two seasons ago, but this time around.
Well, you still kind of laid the foundations for the Gunners.
Well, yeah, but this time around is a whole new team, whole new setup. I had to go through the paces just as everybody does. I have to do the trial and everything, and I had to prove myself, prove my worth. The leagues that they play and the tournaments that they play during the week, I have to make myself available and play just as everybody else, and earn my spot, and earn my space. Just fair enough as everybody else. So whenever I am told to do what I go here, that's how it is now. I have no say in what in the runnings, and I have no problem with it. I have no issue.
Well, is that what Campton runs as well? Or I think Campton's running a 2-striker formation.
I'm not even really sure what Campton is running right now.
Because I did play them with game 1 of LMPL, and they beat us. They were throwing up long balls, hopefully, and they were connecting. They were. I'm not gonna say park the bus because everybody gets pissed off when you accuse them of parking the bus, but they were parking the bus and throwing up long balls like an old school English team.
But if parking the bus gets you the win, then so be it.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, some team can play and park the bus, Some team can't it wants to counter attack, and some team just want to score, just want to just attack, attack, attack. Then there are some teams that you come across that they just want to just possess the ball for the entire 90 minutes of the game, and just
Hmm.
wait on that one opportunity to hit you.
So here's how Alba did. Here's how Alba went first place to first place for 12 weeks or whatever it was. High press, high intensity, high press, high press, high press. If you have no time to even think for your passes on the other team, that's how they won all their games. They Alba sitting there at center back. I'm not saying like it was his good management that got them to do, but him as a center back didn't have to do much because they rarely got to him. They couldn't get past midfield with the three in the back, 3-5-2 formation, high press. So I mean, what's the old saying? I don't know if you have it in Jamaica, but there's many ways to skin a cat.
That's the same thing.
So Portland, we want to possess the ball 75% of the time. You don't have the ball, we want to get you frustrated. We want to take you off your game and put in some goals, obviously.
Not a lot of players that I see that I don't know if it's a temperament or if it's a mentality, I should say, that likes to just hold the ball. We have the ball, you can't score on us. We'll wait, we'll be patient. The chance will come. Um, a lot of players that I've seen come across in my time here, all they want to do is just attack, 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 attack. Everybody
Yeah.
starts out playing pro clubs, playing being a striker for some reason.
Yeah, I think maybe in FIFA 09 or 10, I think I was playing striker for a split second. And I've said this story before. I realized I was so trash at striker. I was so trash at scoring goals. I wanted to play defense right then and there. So look at me 10, 11 years later. I do say I say I am the best 1v1 defender in the world. Now, anybody can challenge me and say that they're better or that I'm not or put out a clip. But as long as I have you in my sights, you are not getting past me. And I've been training that for 11 years now.
Bro, I would say that you're one of the best defenders that I have played with in this game, hands down. There are a few that I have played with, and let me be clear that there's a few that I have played with in a backline where I can say, okay, this guy is really good. And then
Mm-hmm.
there are a few that I will say, oh no, I would never, ever, ever, ever.
Yeah, I do not consider myself one of the best center backs. That's a whole different level where I refuse to play anything other than a 5'10" build, which holds me down as a center back. And you and I struggled a couple seasons at center back.
It was a
It's
learning
really
curve.
not for us.
No, it was a learning curve. It was a learning process, man. For me, it helped me develop a more tolerance for when time stupidity is happening in front of me. So it doesn't faze me. Even playing in the middle of the field as a CDM, sometimes you pass the
I,
ball.
I, I would definitely recommend every now and then if CDM or if you're on a team that might have a lot of CDMs, go try some fullback. Because at a point I was getting bored at CDM long before I ever met you.
Hmm.
I played 6 or 7 years CDM, and I was like, all right, new challenge time. I'm playing right back. I played right back for 2.5 seasons, or like full years of FIFA, and it's really the next step from CDM to fullback. It's almost the same thing.
I knew the kid walk past Kyle multiple times.
All right, well, I wasn't playing center back.
Um, which team is this? Galaxy?
Unruly Kid was on Galaxy, yeah, and they scored 3 on us in the first 3 minutes. Um, I was playing. He was, I think, regular striker, and I was playing right back. So that's not a 1v1 situation for me as a right back. Those are the center backs and maybe the CDM. But I mean, good game. I mean, you got your 10.0. You got a couple goals. Mo is a good center back, and one of the things that helps him is he's not like me, stubborn, where he'll actually use a 6'5" build or whatever.
Big up yourself, Xavier. Xavier, Xavier, the real Orlando, bro. That real Orlando game,
Which one?
it was Gunners versus Real Orlando, man. One of the most intense and interesting game I've played in a long time. You know,
Oh, nice.
4 goals in total, 2-2. Mm. I must say to the guys over there at Gunners, man, really good work. Real Orlando defending champions. They showed why they were defending champions. Believe me, the defense was really. The defense tried to be mean, even though they let in 2 goals. They were still a bit mean.
Yeah,
Um,
they went Orlando. So here's the thing with Orlando. We kind of talked about it on last podcast. Did you finally get to watch that with me and Nikki B last week?
oh yeah.
I straight up called him out and said, "Man, you're just going out there signing anybody that was on team of the season. Like, come on now. You got Maldini center back with Rico. You got Xavier at right back. You got Tennessee B, a former team of the season CDM, to pair with Ken. Like, holy crap! If they don't win both leagues, I would consider that a failure. The team they have should be winning every game, hands down. So I called Nikki B out and said, "Do you think that's bad for the league?" Like, me personally, I don't like La Liga. I don't like the Bundesliga because it's going to be one or two of the teams that wins. But what's the point of having 16 other teams in the league? But what Nikki B said was, "Hey, it forces everybody else to up their game."
well, in a sense, it does, and remember, we were having the discussion where I said to you that from you have to look at it from a perspective. Look at what he's doing. He's not just building a club to play in probably this league, where he's probably building
Mm-hmm.
an entire camp
Yeah, I know
for the.
they're playing a certain league in Tuesdays and Thursdays now.
That was the opening goal there from Orlando. Was Nicky B from the right side. This is a clip taken from Gunners and Real Orlando game
This
on the
happened this
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It was a really good game, bro. Really, really good game. I don't even want to say much about it.
There's Mo center back. Good play, Mo. You know these young kids, they can play anywhere on the field, bro. Me, I can play anywhere on defense. Whew, I already side.
Woo. Bro, believe me. To me, this was like probably like the finals, and the season just started, man.
Dad, get out of here. But thanks for putting the scores in. I don't know what happened to DeMar. But you know I'm busy. The second I start checking my phone all the time while on the podcast, I feel like other people are gonna get bored. You know what I mean, Jigga?
Mhm.
If I look like I'm bored, the people are gonna be bored.
Oh, definitely.
There's only one time on this podcast I was bored, Jigga. Can you guess when?
Mhm.
It was when Dowie and DeMar were going crazy at each other arguing, and it went on way too long. I got bored.
I'm not trying to show the entire clip of this.
I saw Quali's name though, which reminded me, like, how is he? Where did he even come from? Like, he just dominates every stat now. Assists, tackles, yellow cards, even. This man is insane. There's a good save. Was that Sarge?
No. That was the Gunners keeper.
Oh, you got switch fields or sides.
Uh,
Who's the Gunners keeper?
I missed the half time. Actually, I don't even know the lad. I don't know him, to be honest.
That was an amazing save. I know you guys had Dylan, and I saw you got released at a point. The other
Dylan,
Dylan.
Dylan was with Campton.
Oh, all right, all right. So, if anybody's looking for a goalie, I mean, Dylan's not too bad. That's Dado's real life friend.
Oh, this didn't even show me the halftime stats.
But while you're doing that, I kind of started my story about people leaving. So yeah, I lost 3 players this weekend, but in my mind, I wasn't that upset. I really wasn't.
This was a really interesting game. Look at these
Look
stats.
at the possession, yeah. Lots of tackles too on the Gunner side. Team of the season. A lot of Orlando people have been asking me when CVPL team of the season come out, and I tell them all the same team. Go ask your teammate Tennessee B. You guys talk to him more than I do. But I think this is the final and last one that Tennessee B will be putting together, which is unfortunate. Those are some of the best looking team of the week / team of the season graphics in the entire pro club community. Remember some of the joke ones? Remember the one I sent you, Jigga? It was from actual FIFA. It was actual FIFA Twitter. And it was the most boring looking layout you've ever seen in your life. And this man, Tennessee B, puts together some great looking graphics. I told him, you need to try and teach me. But in all reality, Jigga, I'm running out of hours in the day.
Oh my days,
I'm running
bro.
out of hours in the day. I'm trying to do all these highlight videos. I'm trying to get all the teams ready for the new seasons. I got a million questions coming to me daily, which it's fine if you guys have questions. That's why I'm here. I'm here to answer them, but I just do not have time to be the graphics man for CVPL Team of the Week. And I'm pretty sure Tennessee B, this is his final one, the Team of the Season. So we are definitely in the market because I'm not going to have time to do them. I can give you the list. I can give you all the stats. We just need someone to actually do the graphics. Now, how we do it at CVPL is we put the actual player. Shout out to Deva. He gets it done in about an hour and a half. Looks great, but he just asks the players, who's your favorite player? And he goes and finds one of the cards already made with Ronaldo or R9 or Messi or whoever. But I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. I think, did you see the new name for the new CVPL season?
It's King Pele. Is it the King
Yeah,
Pele
we're going
trophy?
King Pele Trophy, and we gave the shout out to Maradona last time. One of these times we're gonna actually have to bring it back to CONCACAF, but I know CONCACAF doesn't have a ton of legends. Not on the level of Pele and Maradona.
No. Probably not. We could in CONCACAF we'll probably go like somebody like a Dwight York, play for Manchester United, or probably a
Clint Dempsey.
Ricardo Fuller, even Clint Dempsey.
Who I've seen score live in a Gold Cup match here in Detroit.
Dempsey was really good when he was at Fulham. Let me see. I don't know what happened to that Freddie Adu guy.
I used to love Stern John on Trinidad. Shout out to any of our Trinidad fans watching.
So there could be a few options.
I used to pick Trinidad for my You remember back in the day, FIFA used to release a separate game for World Cup, and I loved those games. You know why? Because it gave you the full qualifying. You could pick any of the 200 teams in the world and try and go all the way from qualifying to winning the World Cup, which is exactly what I was trying to do. And they even had it where you could be only one player because Lord knows I love pro clubs. I love just being one player on the field. And I saw they had a random guy named like Chris Burchell on Trinidad. I'll just say it. He was the only white guy on the team, so I chose him. And this guy, he ended up. I ended up following his career because of that. Like he didn't go too far, but I think it was like Division III of England. But definitely, I hated how they just added it to the FIFA last time as an update. They didn't release a full new game.
No, to move on just a bit, this week's show might be a little bit confusing as it's the first time we probably didn't have any guests booked for the show. If you do want to join the chat, you can just hit the message that is pinned in the chat just above. Um, we might be having a short show tonight because there is a long weekend ahead of us. Um, Next week is a big weekend when both leagues are up and running, and some new teams. I saw that there are some new teams that came in that came in the league this time around.
Hmm.
There are some names that were replaced.
Yeah, shout out to my former player Blitz. He got his team Republic FC into the league.
So this is it. This is the new name of the new trophy here. It's a CVPL King Pellet Trophy, KPT Season 04. The list of teams, I think there's 20 team listed. The fixtures will probably be out. Today is Monday. No later than probably say about Thursday, 5 p.m.
Hmm.
or so. The
We
fixtures,
put a final deadline on trying to get your teams in order for Wednesday.
the full fixtures will be out and everything will be up and running by then.
So we can go through them real quick because some of them are
Sure,
just name changes.
sure, no problem.
So Bel Calcio, that's the team that took over for Choka Warriors late in the season.
Hmm.
And they seem to have a pretty good squad. I know they're in multiple leagues. They're also in the Champions League. Like I was saying, I have a match with them Wednesday.
Hmm.
A big match. Good to see Blue Kings back, and that's definitely a team we need to get on the podcast because they're still a mystery to us, bro.
Blue Kings will be a returning team. Their first season, the first time they entered into the CVPL was last season, and they finished. Let me see if I.
17, 18 range, I think. And I did enjoy that they followed all the rules and all that. And they're not a very talkative team, so they're just here for business. But at the same time, we do want to get your manager on the podcast to learn more about you.
Let me see if I can pull up.
Yeah, there you go.
Two. Okay. Blue Kings.
16.
Okay, so they finished 16 last time around, and I'm glad to welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Like we said already, Campton looks reloaded. They've got Sun City's manager helping Dowie out now. Club
Okay.
11 is the you could almost consider them a partner club of Elite 21. And I expect big things. I think these are the younger players than more inexperienced players.
Campton finished 14th last season. Big
And
things.
already, I think 7th in LMPL, so look like they're improving.
So big things is expected for them.
Cyberkinetic, a new team. They actually failed the
Hmm.
test for LMPL.
Hmm.
And then like a day later, I see the manager trying to come in and enter his team in the CVPL, and I'm like, bro, I just saw you fail the test in a different league that I'm also an admin in 24 hours ago. And I said no to him. I straight up said no. Other admins said no. Let's give him a chance. And he was one of the people that actually followed through on all the deadlines we put. So shout out to Cybernetic. They did their thing. They proved me wrong.
Hmm.
So interested to see how they play. I've never seen them play.
We missed one right here. Club 11. Club 11. I think Club 11 is a
Oh
returning
no, I did
club.
talk about them. I said they were a part. Almost, you can think of them as a partner club of Elite 21.
Oh, they finished 19th out of 22 last time around.
Almost
Okay.
the. I'm not. I don't want to say B team or U squad, but
Cyberkinetic. I can't recall if I ever played against them. The manager
I might
is
have once in the All Star tournaments. But
the manager is. I think I do know the manager. However, I don't want to call a name that probably wrong, but I have a name in mind. I think
yeah,
his
it's
name
like Caldini or something around those lines.
Cialdini. Exactly, that's his name. Um, the next team coming in at sixth place is the Gunners. Um, Gunners took a season off and they have returned.
Where was their manager last year? Was he on Campton?
Yeah, his manager was on Campton last season. So
And the Campton manager from last season, the season before that, was on Gunners.
hmm hmm
So those two are kind of like, I'm not saying they're interchangeable. I'm just saying they're kind of almost partner clubs.
you could say that. I'm looking forward to seeing both of those teams doing really well this season. Defending champions Elite 21 said they're coming back. Alba Black are yet to see a back-to-back champion. All the
Oh yeah,
best. All the
that's
best.
the big news this year. I mean, if anybody can even make them not first place for one weekend, that'll be big news.
All the
After
best.
last year,
Are yet to see a back-to-back champion. You might have won back-to-back titles, Alba, but you won it with two different clubs. Are yet to see a
still
single club.
impressive though.
Yeah, that's a really
Mo
good.
likes to claim he did that for LMPL, but I tell him, no, man, you left when Portland was sinking to go to the top team. Come on, man.
Elite Nation, which was
Pro roster.
the pro rosters, and they changed the name later on in the season. So they're finally getting a full season to go to get a run at it.
And as we saw in LMPL, they went the first 3 games without anybody scoring on them.
Yeah, so good defensive team. I think the manager
Yeah.
over there plays centre back, so they should be defensively sound in my view. Should be a team.
Jig and I like when the managers are on the defensive side. Those are going to be your better managers, in our opinion.
Should be a team that's hard to break down. So it should be some good games coming out of that. I think we actually played them in the LMPL and they beat us 1-0 already. I'm not quite sure. I think they beat Gunners 1-0 in the LMPL. Gunners lost the first 2 games and they were one of the first 2.
Oh, you lost the first 2 and now you're already up to 5th?
Yeah.
That's a nice turnaround, though. Way to not get discouraged about, like, oh, here we go again. It's going to be a terrible season.
Yeah, man, that Gunner squad is a young squad, man. Far away, early days yet.
Good bounce back.
Early days yet.
So we did talk about Galaxy. Dylan, the manager, took over. They look to be a pretty good team. I already had a rivalry with them going in the tournaments.
Galaxy looked like a really good team to me in the preseason. In the season coming, we played them a few times in the All Star Concacaf.
Yeah, me too.
Shout out to the pro roster.
We've been keeping track of all of our Galaxy versus Portland games. Now it's 1-2. My record is so. Galaxy's got 2 wins on us.
So it should be an interesting season.
Ghost United, that's for a 3rd year in a row they've changed their name. You knew them as Statesman, you knew them as International X. Well, now know them as Ghost United.
So Swice Nation has changed the name again for the 3rd season in a row. I don't know what's going on over there, if it's a rebuild or what, but
it doesn't look like it's complete rebuild. I think they're just trying to find their identity.
Always a good team. Hopefully he has maintained his squad and improve in areas where he needs to.
Shout out to Swiss Nation. He was a good guest on the very first podcast. If you ever want to join again, definitely join. And he's the one putting on the Champions League.
Yeah, bro. Swiss Nation, you should get in touch with us, man, and come speak about the Champions League that's going on. Like, as for myself, I'm not too familiar with the dates and the times and all the games are
just the quick version of it, which a lot of people don't like, actually, but I've had this idea for a while. It's a 1-game-a-week league kind of deal. It's a tournament with group stage and knockouts, but it's 1 match a week, which I like.
That's what I'm saying, man. This I still don't understand the reasoning behind it. So I'd love for Swiss Nation to come through and explain what was
you've heard my reasoning. If I was the owner, founder, and the only person running a league, my league would be 1 match a week. Now I would make sure that I would put it next to my time slot would be next to an already established league, so that these teams aren't getting on for just 1 match. They'll already have maybe 2 league matches before. But what I want to do is like actually put real commentary, like you and me or whoever doing commentary over their stream, like not live, but then we could put out a version with the commentary where we all know these teams. We can say, oh, here's Jigga, the former Portland player, and oh, he got an assist against Portland. Look at him. He's celebrating extra hard in Misha's direction or something like that. Like we could actually put storylines behind it. So the reason we can't do that right now is like look at CVPL last season. 44 matches a weekend. 22 teams with 4 games each. It's 44 matches. Now, if that could get cut down to like let's say there's a 20-team league, we play 1 match a week. That's 10 games. We could do a full highlight for every game. We could put commentary over the full stream. We could do interviews after the matches. We could do stuff like that. I know a lot of people roll their eyes and get upset when I ever mention, oh, what about a 1 match a week league? But those are the reasons why. Because if there's 44 matches a week, how many hours do you think we have in a day to do extra stuff?
True. No, Swice Nation and the other stakeholders in the Champions League, reach out to us, man. Do contact us. You can get to, you know where to get to me. I am in the lounge Discord server every day. Yeah, you can.
We need to get back to hanging out in the music room. Those are some good times.
Oh, definitely, bro. I am in the lounge voice channel every day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Every day, just chilling, listening to some music.
My sleep schedule got messed up at a point, though. That's why you don't see me anymore. And every second of my free time has been gone to being an admin for the 3 different things I'm in.
Bro, believe it, bro. It's ridiculous.
Good thing I don't have a wife.
JA Raptors, solid team as usual. JA Raptors, they made a good run last season in the CVPL, finishing 5th. That was a good run in my view. The 4th place team, as you see here, Teamers will not be joining us for this season.
Hopefully they'll be back.
Hopefully they do return probably in the season after this. They are welcome if they do.
But J Raptors, another guest we want back for another episode. P Blacks, anytime.
Oh, definitely, man. Blase. I big up yourself.
Yeah, the UK team was pretty fun. I wish Blas was in the group chat for the UK team. He just could never get there. That would have made it even better when we were on that, Jigga.
Oh my days, man. That would have been fun. Marlins United, they finished second last season, and they look to come to return this season. I haven't seen much of them during the preseason.
You know why? They've been doing strenuous, exhaustive, very complete trials. They are making sure they can win the title this year. Oh, and damn. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, it looks like they got a player like Vassell. Like I don't know how they got a Tropics player like Vassell, but they're doing something good over there.
I haven't seen anything of Marlins during this off season. I don't know what they.
Every night I see either posting trials tonight if you want PM me or friendly. They are getting on there. They're grinding it out. I don't know how else to say it.
Always a good matchup, man, and I do appreciate a good matchup. I hope we have a good season this time around. I will be looking for you everywhere on the field, everywhere. Believe me.
Oh yeah, I gotta play right back for those games. Old Harbor. I mean,
let me check something.
What can you say? Well, they not only finished ahead of Bulldogs who left, but they actually got ahead of D-Pro Rasta.
So, last place defending champions lost their crown last season. Olaba lost their crown to Bulldogs, and Bulldogs will not be joining us for next season.
My dark horse pick on episode 1 too. That was a letdown.
Oh my days, man! This Bulldogs Elite Nation, which changed the name to they were the Pro Rastas actually, and they finished they came in and they took over and they stuck it out, and they had a little run at the end there. Probably was a little bit too late. They made a good
It
run.
looks like they might have been unlucky because look at the goal differential between them and Old Harbor.
Yeah. Oh. Woo.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I said this on the podcast before, but I challenged Rico, Alba, and Maldini to go to Old Harbor. If
Hmm.
nobody else go, like, and see if the three of them playing in a three in the back could get like where would Old Harbor finish?
No, I am do hearing good things coming out of the whole our camp. Said this season is we're expecting we should expect the unexpected coming out of Ola, but this season that's what I was told. And I was told I will be surprised. So let me see what's going on.
All right, here we go.
Ever present and one of the more one of, and is now dubbed or deemed to be one of the heavyweights, one of the top four, who is always in contention for the title, will be returning for next season. CVPL, from one of the teams that have been here from the get go.
It's our ninth season in a row.
Ninth season in a row. Portland United. Some changes has been made and some new
Some
faces.
changes have been made, but we've almost already gone back to the original squad. So as we talked about on my podcast last week with Nikki, he's expecting other managers to pick up their game now that not only like did I let everybody down that put me in the top five. Every manager we had on that said their top five put Portland in there, and we did not get top five. So Nicky B made me change my style. I do not like to have a huge squad. I do not like to have to bench a lot of people. I don't like to do a lot of rotation. To me, when you're doing a ton of rotation like that, nobody's happy. Almost nobody. Like, not the starting lineup, not the backups, because they're all splitting games. So if you can somehow manage to do it, good on you. Like Nicky B, like if this works out, then you're a master class of a manager. But I don't understand how I can keep 24 people happy. So I actually changed my style to bring some new players in. Like I said earlier in the podcast tonight, they didn't really like the 4-3-3. It was gonna. I wasn't. I wasn't gonna play people until they were more trained into the lineup, which means they were getting benched. And I lost pretty much everybody I brought in. And now it's just us original guys. But guess what? They all left in a 24-hour period on Saturday. On Sunday, we went out there, had some of our best games, had some of the best vibes. We left the night feeling really good about ourselves for the first time in, I don't know, man, like at least 2 months. So look out. We're back.
Yo, Jalifa, big up yourself.
Wagwan.
We're there, I'm
Hold
G.
on.
Portland is a team, in my view, always starts every season off really slow, and then once they catch it and they start going, they really go.
And then the final day, we just that goes to hell 3 years in a row now.
So Portland is a team out, as I said, start slow and then they probably pick it up and you see they go on a 9-10 game win streak, and dropping some crazy goals. So Portland is not one of those teams that we do take lightly. And
Yeah, shout out to many managers who, even when Portland lost last season, they would text me right after the game. Oh, that was one of our best matches of the whole weekend. That was high intensity. What a great match. Oh, you guys did great. Blah, blah, blah. It's nice to hear, but it's better than hearing nothing. But at the same time, I just want to beat people and get GG or nothing at all.
returning for another season, one of the founding teams of CVPL as well, one of the 4 or 5 time champions of CVPL, I think.
Not that many.
4 or 5, okay, probably about 3. Several cup champs, LMPL defending champions, season 2 CVPL this year.
Yeah.
Season 2 CVPL this year.
They went Nashville, Orlando, and then Elite. Are we missing one?
Who was the
I
first one?
know this is going to be the fourth season of
Oh, yeah.
21.
Oh yes. So yeah, okay. Um, they'll be back. Always a team that starts out and sets the pace really early. For the rest of the table to catch them.
Unlike
You
me.
so you see the contrast in clubs there. Portland starts off slow, then catch the blaze and run with it. Orlando starts off moderate and then they
Many,
just
many differences between our clubs. They like the 24-man roster. I like about 15.
CVP Republic FC new club. I know nothing about them.
Oh, I can tell you about them. That's my. Okay, so you remember me telling you about Blitz, Blitz, that came into my club? He's like a CDM who I made play left back because I'm a CDM myself, and if I can't play CDM, then I'm expecting you as a CDM to play other spots on defense as well. And he fit right into the club, like he had been there for years. And you know how he found CVPL, Jigga? This podcast right here. He had never heard of CVPL. He started watching this podcast. He started listening to us. He hit me up on Twitter, and I thought he was just a random guy. So I was like, "Yeah, you can sign with me. Like, sounds good." He was on Soccer Aid already, so he had already joined. Like, he found the podcast and then linked up with Soccer Aid, and I got him at midseason. As soon as the season was over, I started. Unfortunate for Blitz because he was going to tell me in his own way, but then I start seeing, you know how us as admins see the request to join page, and I start seeing on the Monday after the season ended, oh, requesting to join Blitz's team, Republic FC, and I screenshotted it and I texted Blitz. I'm like, is there something you need to tell me? Well, little did I know, 2 days later I had an Amazon gift card sent to me in the mail, and it was from Blitz. So he was planning on leaving and making his own club, taking a lot of my philosophies and a lot of my coaching style, and I'm still helping him out to this day. So I've got nothing but respect for Blitz and Republic FC. No, word of warning. This is a team from California, and if there's one thing that's a huge difference between California and Jamaica is the way they treat, like, this month is Pride Month. I'm just saying, if they do something a little funny, man, please let it slide. They're from a whole different place than Jamaica called California, where that stuff slides. That stuff's the normal. And I know it's going to become a problem at some point. I'm just saying.
Gotcha, man. I will be sending out a message for about that in the coming days, or about it. Eruption, being managed by Drizzy, our friend Drizzy there.
Great manager.
Really good manager. Eruption always is a top 4 team.
I may not like the Tropics guys, but Drizzy's one of the coolest ones of them.
In my view, one of this time it's going to be Eruption's season, and they're going to create Eruption. We're not too far away from that.
It's not out of the realm of possibility they could do the double LNPL CVPL this season.
Eruption is a really good team. When they get going, they really get going. So I'm expecting them to make a push for the title as well. CVPL Titans. Jalifa is here, manager for CVPL Titans, man.
So this is when we can stop and in your own words, let us know how it's going over at Titans.
Titans are a good team, you know. We've been playing CVPL for a while, but probably you guys don't really remember us or anything like that. But back when you guys had the BOB, we were 6 United. I think the first competition we came second. We lost by goal difference, actually.
BOB.
Yeah.
The best of the best. Oh, that's from the best of the best days.
The one where like there was Bayern and Man City and stuff like that, or even before that.
I think everybody came with their own name at the time.
So I think that was before even I was involved.
That was long before. That was long before even Jigga was a part of the that board.
Because I remember when you joined up, you know.
You guys are OGs.
Yeah.
Oh damn. like some day one teams and everyone.
I think one year we were Montreal Impact. I think St. Andrew Rebels one time. I don't remember, to be honest.
I can remember some good games, Jigga, we had against Montreal Impact.
Oh, definitely, we did. Um, Titans are already making some steps in the LMPL. I think they're fourth place right now from 2 weeks of play. Um,
Third. I think.
it's
Third.
third.
What's the third line?
Hold on,
I think I got it, Jigga.
let me try and bring that up. Tell them, man, I hardly look at
Yeah,
this
they're
thing,
third.
bro.
17 points, only 3 off the top.
Oh, they're third. Who's
One behind
fourth?
Eruption and 2 behind Eruption and 1 ahead of Raptors. I like the squad you've assembled. Here's a hard question for you. Is it
Oh,
going to be
third.
this? Is it going to be the same squad for CVPL? Because I've heard rumors that it's not.
95%. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
95%.
I definitely know it's some stuff's out of your control, but if I were you, I would definitely do your best to try and make sure it's the same squad.
Yeah.
I've
We'll
even
come
had a
strong
couple
for
of
the
those
CVPL
players
as
ask
well,
if they
man.
can join Portland, and I said no. I've got my team set
Yeah, we're gonna come strong for the CVPL as well. I'm pretty sure.
because it would be nice to see you guys up there competing for the title. I definitely don't want this to become a 3-team league. I definitely do not. So I'm rooting for every team other than Marlins Elite and Orlando.
We'll give Ireland a run for their money, man. Especially Devon Xavier over there, so we'll give them a run for their money.
So it seems like this is a lot of the. Were you guys originally towards the squad, and then like there was a falling? I don't want to. I already know the story. I do not want to get into the story, but there was a falling out between some players and Deva.
To be honest, and they were cool enough, but I just like certain things within the team I never like. So
Yeah.
from the beginning, they actually tell me to me I leave.
So you were an
But,
assistant on
Yeah.
Deva's Torture Squad, right?
yeah, man.
From what I know about Deva, it was just the manager and being an admin of LMPL was getting too much for him. He just wanted to play ball kind of deal. Is that basically what he told you when he was going to step down?
To cool off. That's what he said.
Yeah,
he's
and
at Orlando, so
I
guess he
completely
cool off.
understand that. All of my free time is gone now. Being an admin and a manager, I have zero free time to just relax and watch a movie or something.
Never said he wanted a break from management and he wanted a break from playing. When I saw him playing for Orlando, I was a bit surprised. I was like, what?
But at the same time, if you're going to go to a team, it's a good team, and B, it's a team with a lot of rotation. He's not going to have to play every game, and if he has to take a night off, the team's not going to be like, oh my God, Deva's not here.
Well,
We got
I guess
Zayas, we got
that's
Mo,
good for
we
his situation, I
Hulk.
guess.
Yeah, so I think it's perfect, and he's
Well-
been doing even more work than ever to make sure LMPL is great. So shout out to Deva for his admin work. I have noticed a double, maybe even 2.5 increase of since he stepped down as manager in his admin work.
Well, that's good. That's good. I guess they need to keep him on the bench more often at Orlando, so he can do more. so he can do a bit more work.
No, but I need Orlando to keep benching Zayat so he gets upset and I can throw some money at him.
So
Hey,
Zayek-
Nicky B,
I
15
think
mil for Zayat.
he scored like two goals against us.
Who, Deva?
Ziyech.
Oh, yeah. Great player. And not as toxic as people think.
2 more new teams coming in. Upsetters FC. I know nothing about this team either.
That's
I think they went through they entered through the Tuesday night entry
no,
program.
he came from a team, their manager.
They did?
It's Astro Minium. I think it was Astro something. He was the center back for Demigods.
Oh,
You know him, Jalifa?
Astronomy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about, John?
Who?
Astronomy.
He was the
No.
center back for Demigods.
Marco Polo?
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
his name's Robert.
Oh yeah, yeah. Marco Polo, good man, good player.
Is it Marco Polo or Astronomy? The same person?
Oh, I don't know,
No, I don't think it's the same person.
Oh.
but they look like they've got a good thing going.
Vikings was a team that was on the list, on the waiting list from last season, and they're now in. The Vikings team. We do know the Vikings team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Vikings, Lamar and Lucy team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Lamar. Yeah, yeah. Because I remember them from the old league. They were Toronto FC, right?
Yes, 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 yes,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really, Jigga?
yes, yes.
Another team we had many classic battles with.
Oh yes, definitely more. The Viking team has been around for a long time, man. Original CVPL Toronto days. Those were some really good games, man, back in them days,
Yeah,
believe me. Vikings started off in the LMPL. Week one, they went through the paces really well. Fell off a bit in week two, and they were pushed down the table a bit. So, but to
I
see them
think I think
coming,
they weren't getting as big a turnout.
this will be their first official season in CVPL for a long time. I think they took like probably about a 2 or 3 season break from CVPL. Now they're back. It's a team that has been playing, like the team itself has been there
All the way
for a
back
long,
to Toronto and even before.
right, for a long time. So it's
Was
not.
Claude and Skinny there on
um
Toronto? Or are they new additions?
I'm not quite sure, but
'Cause those are two great defenders.
I think most of the team is the same team. Probably about the probably addition it would probably Claude and Skinny probably came in at a later time, when they changed the name from Toronto to something else. I'm not quite sure what it was. They were in that best of the best league as well.
Shout out to Orlando guys getting some good banter in the comments right now.
Yeah, man, I just on the podcast from I said before.
I don't-
Yeah, man, big up yourself, Devon. Mm-hmm.
As I had said before, Kyle, this show I wasn't expecting this one to go over
Mhm.
all this time around, because we didn't have any guests. Um, Due to the week that is coming up, I want everyone to be focusing on the week coming. I know some trainings probably going on and stuff like that. There are a few tournaments that are coming to a close, as I am being told, and persons are saying that they want to go and participate in that, and they will watch the podcast at a later date.
Yeah, we
Um,
always. I think we get about 70% of our audience watches at later date, which means they're probably too busy playing FIFA right now. I wish we could find a time a day where we could actually get more live people with more live interactions. But I do appreciate we do like to make sure we do a good job, so because we know a lot of people are going to watch later on.
Definitely. So next week, if Jal would want to return next week officially, we can have you officially return next week as I guess on the show, and also we will be reaching out to a few more managers and asking persons their input on the first weekend of the CVPL. Also, LMPL goes into the third week. Looking for some changes to be made there as well as the league goes on. You said a thing to me, Kyle, with the graphic work. That's something that I have to note, and we will be looking into that because CVPL do want to continue to give people, to give persons the quality of
The
work.
best quality possible.
Also with the LMPL, we were in discussion with a graphic designer who was a sponsor of the show, Legato Gaming. I'll probably reach out to him in some other aspects and talk to him.
Sounds good.
Blaz is always, everyone is always requesting that we have Blaz on the
Yeah,
show.
if you guys missed last week's on my page, Blas was there at the end. Definitely
Uh,
check it out.
no problem. We'll be bringing back everybody. One at a time. The new season, as I said, the new seasons are upon us. Um, I am actually being called to go to a league game in like 2 minutes as well. And like
Oh,
somebody
I see
said,
how it is.
they really really need me. Um, Semi-final run.
All
So
right, all right.
I do like to say I would like to thank everybody for turning out and watching us. I'd like to thank you, Kyle, as well for being here, and thank you for
No
last week
problem. I got two
for
more hours in me.
for taking care of for, thank you for taking care of the show last week, man. Really good show. I'm not
Yeah,
finished
no
watching it
problem.
as yet. I didn't know it went on for 2 hours and
Oh,
47
shout out
minutes.
Nikki B for that. I
Um,
couldn't have done it alone.
I think we should. I think Nikki B. I have an offer for Nikki B. I will talk to him in short order. Um, a birdie is whispering in my ears in having Nikki B being the third member of the podcast, the third host. So
He sounds even busier than you for the most part, though. So
I don't know. Let's see how it go. Probably we can adjust something
maybe you guys could be a tag team. If one can't be there, then the other can.
even
Kind of
so.
deal.
But as I said again, guys, thanks for joining us. Jal, we will have you officially next week on the show. So you can make your preparations
Yeah,
for that.
man.
All right. Respect for turning out. Respect to everyone for turning out.
You
All
guys
right,
need a
Kyle.
defender, Jigga?
Yeah, man, bro.
I am
Text me
actually.
if you do.
All right. Cool.
Cause I'm still hyped up. I'm ready to go, man.
All right, man. Cool.
But thanks for everybody for joining.
All right.
Oh yeah, does the Zlatan look? Yes, sir.
All right, Kyle, man. Peace.
Shout out to all you guys that watch every week. Thanks
All
for
right.
joining.
Peace.